The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in Week 2, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Niners in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And Lance going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Lance looking to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Miles. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now,
trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Walker. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw on second down. Donaldson. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Donaldson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 17.
Back to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 43. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Throwing to start the drive. Donaldson. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd and 2, Donaldson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 5. And the Seahawks first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Donaldson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Gray on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Taken in at the 3. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Donaldson. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Lance going to try to throw for this. He's got it at the 2. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within his score as the lead's cut to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to the air on second down. Donaldson. It's caught. Lockett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Donaldson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Green Jack. Blue striker. Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big body.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Donaldson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Donaldson. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Donaldson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he returns this to the 22.
On the set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
To throw again, Donaldson. He finds his man, complete. That's Miles. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Donaldson. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Back to throw. Donaldson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Black shot.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. That's caught him. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down, Donaldson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. 20. And into the end zone, a pick-6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the... And he's got it! What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken in at the 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, check Mega. Ready?
Now Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Donaldson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Donaldson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance under pressure, and they got to him again. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
This is taken at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.